be talking about, Dustin?
Yeah, so today's episode, I guess we give a little background on where any of this even came from and how we do the things we do, and we're hard-headed and just don't stop trying.
We don't stop. We're always getting into stuff. This all started out as a song that we wrote, Pages of My Life. You can find it on YouTube. iTunes.
Actually, it's not.
It's not?
No, we never recorded it all the way through, I don't think.
Really?
You end like one, you hold my son. I know you, I want you. Oh, be there, we will be there, we will cry.
Oh. Well, it started off a song that we wrote. And the next thing you know, we didn't even have a band. We didn't even have nothing to go off of. But being Mr. Big Time Dustin and me, we always take things to the next level. So in other words, what we did was write our song, start recording an album.
Yeah, which you pitched to me, hey, you help me with this, just help me with one song.
Just one song.
And then we kept making songs, and then we bought equipment, and then we went
We didn't have a band, we bought equipment.
Yeah, and then basically produced an EP with us playing every instrument and thought we were going somewhere.
We even had posters hung up all over town like we were a big deal. And
so then that moved us into the deep end.
I mean, we even had a flag made. But yeah, anyways, we thought we were such big deals and we didn't even have a band. Nothing going for us except maybe a little record we're recording down in a Lincoln basement. And basically, I was like, the newspaper needs to find out about this. So I contacted the newspaper and they wrote a whole article about us in the newspaper.
You still got that.
I still got that. I need to post
They
this
call us
sometime.
a Southern rock duo. We're big on original music. So
Very big.
That's where we tried to do our own thing there. But yeah, so we ended up in this.
We ended up in this interview, and it was actually a college newspaper, pretty popular in the town we live in. And basically, they wrote this article about us, and they're like, hey, we want to send a photographer out and take pictures of it. We're like, yeah, I mean, see? And
yeah, so that leaky basement, and we can attach some of these pictures. This leaky basement turned into like a legit looking
like a studio, yeah.
As far as we could push it, anyway.
Remember, it's just me and him. There's no else.
We cut up discount carpet from Lowe's and everything.
Actually, it wasn't discounted. It was given to us. You remember?
Yeah, I forgot it.
You remember, like, hey, yeah, we built this studio, had carpet hanging up everywhere.
So anyway, then they send the photographer.
This is where it gets a little wild in this story. Basically, she comes down and she's Asian. And she comes down and she hadn't been over here long, so she was really excited. I mean, she thought we were the real deal. So she's snapping photos, and I'm feeling like the real deal at the moment. I'm like, yeah, you know. Anyways, strutting with our guitars and everything.
Oh yeah, we even posed with like ones we didn't even use.
Yeah, we were posers. Anyways, so the next thing I know, we had this Asian woman down in our basement. And like I said, this wasn't like no finished basement. There was some tools here.
We had a canvas, I think, like a cheap, maybe Eric even painted guitar canvas, and it was barely hanging to the wall.
That was a Budweiser lamp.
We had a Kevin McAllister Home Alone set up by accident with a hammer, and we tried to hide some old light bulbs behind the leather couch, so we had this hammer from our handiwork still there, and this is where it Trent tell you about what
anyway, so we're sitting there getting our pictures, and she's like, we know she's real nervous. Like, you would think we were like the real deal with this girl.
Well, yeah, because she really thought like we were a touring actual.
She thought we were like
a professional act. That we were going to go hit the road or something.
So the next thing I know, I hear, there's like boom. And what she had done, she got so nervous, she knocked all these fluorescent bulbs off on the floor, and then just so happened there was a hammer there. So knocked the bulb off and the hammer fell on top
I
of
think
it.
she went to move the couch to get a better picture. So when she slid the couch,
Yeah,
the
she
hammer
did.
dropped straight behind it, hit every one of those bulbs and blew them up.
Blew 'em up.
Then she ends up backing into the canvas and knocking that off. I think it knocked our old chalkboard down. Everything just started, our whole studio just fell apart. Like,
And within minutes, I mean, everything came flying down. As Asian, we were like, "Oh my God!" I mean, are you okay?
then she asked when if we needed a photographer
For our tour.
For our tour, she would be available. And that was kind of the end of the session.
No.
And then
Oh, yeah.
I was waiting for the grand finale.
So later on, we find out. I mean, like I said, she's real nervous. Whatever we had on her or whatever, she thought we were the stuff. She left there and told her out her car, didn't she? She wasn't injured, but she wrecked.
Yeah, we checked.
We checked on her.
Somehow we found out that when she left, she had wrecked.
She had wrecked. She was so nervous that she was in the presence of, at the time, Shod Shirby.
Yeah, the great Shod Shirby. Or either she just seen two big goofs and scared the crap out of her because
Well,
she was in the basement.
Also,
I mean,
what was
I would have been nervous.
What was really bad is where the basement was located, Dustin. It's behind the house. There was no lights. She had to walk down, like, past these dogs you had in the dark, and then go in some creepy basement with two guys she didn't even know.
And I'm feeling cautious at my own house.
Yeah,
like I'm supposed to be looking out. This is my house, and I'm feeling for her.
Yeah, like-
but apparently she doesn't care.
She doesn't care. I don't know how they do things over there in the Middle East, but
Middle East.
yeah, I mean Asia. Leave it to me.
Yeah.
Take